Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Tiana and I'm a lifestyle channel. I just talk about everything. I do a little bit of everything, just my regular life, and I just capture it on film. So I'm on the road to 100 subscribers, y'all. I'm very, very close. So if you could subscribe, if you want to stick around with me, like, comment, let's get to know each other, y'all. I really want to build this channel up and, start my YouTube thing, y'all. But I really came here to just share a message I was thinking about earlier. Um, and because I saw a post this morning when I woke up that said, some people don't want to change at all, but they want, dang, what that post say? Some people don't want to change, but they want the best version of somebody else. And that just reminded me of some conversations I've been having with friends and things about love and relationships. And I just wanted to stress how important it is, y'all, to heal before you try to move on to another relationship. It is impossible. Impossible. It's impossible. That just came in my head. It's impossible to get out of a toxic relationship and think you're going to just find some knight in shining armor who's going to come and rescue you from your own life. No, you absolutely positively have to do the healing work. You have to ask yourself, what ended you up in that relationship that you were in? Why did you tolerate the things that you tolerated? And this is for me as well. This comes from me. I did the work. I started doing the work 3 years ago. I'm a single mother of a 3-year-old son. And as soon as I got out of that relationship, I knew I never wanted to be a single mother again. It is not easy. I would say it's not fun, but it can be fun. It's all how you think about it, because there's some perks to being a single mom as opposed to being in a toxic relationship. But I knew I never wanted to be a single mom again. I want my son to grow up in a healthy household. I didn't want my son growing up with a bitter mother. I know what that's like. I didn't want to be bitter for myself. I didn't want to live that life, because what's the point of it? What's the point of going out bitter? There's no point of living your whole life blaming another person outside of yourself for how your life is going. I had to take accountability for what ended me up in the relationship that I ended up in and in the situation I ended up in as a single mother. So I started to ask myself, why did I tolerate his father? And, it's not me saying he's the worst guy in the world if he sees this video. He's not, but for me, he wasn't the right guy. Why did I tolerate him? What ended me up in this situation? Why would I rather be alone than to be with him? What can I fix so that I'm not bitter? So I had to take accountability for choosing him. I knew I ignored the red flags, thinking that, I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest with you. I feel like I just wasn't attached. I was so detached from what was actually going on. I wasn't like living in reality. But, I had to ask myself, I had to really do the deep healing work. I had to do a lot of journaling. I had to do childhood, what is it called? Childhood. Basically, I had to go back to my childhood. I had to go back and heal myself. I had to heal the relationship with my father. Work on healing the damage that happened from my mother. First, you got to recognize it. You got to recognize what you were missing in your life. Most likely, it's your parents. You got to recognize what you were missing from your parents that you didn't get, that you're searching for in somebody else. And then you have to learn to give it to yourself, because obviously your parents were incapable of giving it to you. So most likely you're not going to get them to give it to you at this point in life. Maybe you can if you have great parents who are, if you have great parents, but if you have parents like me who are not going to be accountable for the things that they've done, or can't, see the error in their ways, you have to heal it yourself. You just have to take accountability. You have to learn to take control of your own life. Stop looking outside of yourself for other people to take the blame, or other people to take, excuse me, I'm over here drinking my wine, y'all. Gives you the burps. But stop looking for other people to do it. You really have to take control of your own life. If I would have waited for my parents to apologize to me or to fix it, I'll still be waiting, and I'll still be hopping from toxic relationship to toxic relationship. No, it ends with me. I had to do the healing work. I got me a therapist. If you have insurance, get you a therapist. I went to that website, did I do BetterHelp? No, I didn't do BetterHelp. I did I did some website. I can't remember what it was, but it makes your therapy sessions $35 a month. I mean, $35 a session or more if you can afford it. It's a income based website. But also, I had Medicaid during the pandemic because of my pregnancy. Thank God. So my therapy was free, so I milked it for all I could. Like, I'm gonna get everything I can while the government's paying for it. But I'm not gonna just like, I mean, I can't just go to the doctor every month or whatever like that, but I'm gonna get therapy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna benefit from it. So I was in therapy for 2 years straight during the pandemic, just healing, y'all, because I knew I wanted a marriage. I knew I wanted my son to grow up in a healthy household. I knew I wanted to be a healthy parent, whether I'm alone or married, or single or married, not alone, single or married. You know, I built a relationship with God first. You know what I'm saying? He healed me. He skyrocketed my healing further than therapy, but therapy is what got me along my path back to Christ. And well, obviously Christ did it, but that's God did it. That's the way the path he chose for me. For y'all who might try to get argumentative. But you just have to heal first. You know, I heard somewhere, I was talking to somebody and they said that they don't feel like they can actually love themselves until somebody else loves them. And it hurt my heart to hear that. And just knowing what I know, it's not possible. That can never happen. You can't not love yourself and think that somebody is just going to come into your life and pity you for that's what it really is. Somebody's just going to come into your life and just love you so much that now all of a sudden you love yourself because of the way they loved you. It just doesn't work like that. Now, somebody can love you a lot to maybe bring you up there with prayer. I'm not saying it's completely impossible, but the chances are slim. There's not going to be somebody that can love you to loving yourself. You have to love yourself first. We got to stop trying to get in these relationships broken and think that somebody else is going to fix us. That is unfair to the other person to require that of them. And I say, while you're single, this is the time to really do your healing work. This is the time to really work on yourself. Instead of using your singleness time to sulk and cry and feel sorry for yourself. Yes, cry sometimes if you need to. We all have our coping mechanisms, but use this time to learn how to love yourself. Find out what you love to do. Find out what makes you laugh. I had to find out what makes me laugh again. For a long time, I didn't have a real laugh. I was doing a bunch of fake laughing, but I didn't have a real laugh. Now I be dancing around my house by myself. I be doing a Tootsie Roll. I be in here laughing at myself. I know exactly how to soothe myself. If I wake up feeling a little bit depressed, I got a bunch of different tactics I can do. It might be that I need to work out, or it might be that I need to take a nice bath and just watch one of my favorite shows. And a lot of times, I need to watch something that's not triggering or that's not depressive. So I'll watch HGTV. I love home makeovers and stuff like that. Now, I love a bunch of different arrays of stuff, but I know what I need when I need it. So I'll get in the bathtub, I'll set up my laptop in the bathroom, and I'll just watch something like that and bring myself back to joy. I'll go ride my bike. I have tons of things. Like, I've learned myself in these last 3 years. I know how to make myself happy. I'm content. And now I'm ready to date. Lord, if you hear me, it's been 4 years. I am ready to date, y'all. Oh my gosh, I'm ready to date. Now, I ain't getting thirsty and I'm waiting on the Lord. I almost downloaded Hinge yesterday, y'all. Like, I literally downloaded the app. I put my phone number in, and that's as far as I got. Because I'm like, I'm not doing this. I don't want to do online dating. I want to meet my man in person. I want it to be an organic. Not saying there's nothing wrong with meeting somebody online and that it's not organic, but I desire for mine to be different. I want mine to be in person. So I'm gonna wait on the Lord because He knows the desires of my heart. But that's all I wanted to say, y'all. Do the healing work, y'all. Do the healing work. You want to be a whole person, and you want to meet another whole person, and y'all want to merge together. It's not fair to require somebody else to be your happiness. Stop trying to go into a relationship broken, and stop thinking that you got to change people. Changing people doesn't fix it. You got to change within and change the person. But you got to change within. You can't just leave one dude and be like, oh, I met another guy. This is going to be different. It's not going to be different. It might be cute in the beginning when y'all are, on a high and, all that cute stuff in the beginning when y'all representatives are still speaking for y'all, and all that stuff is cute. But before you know it, before long, you're going to hit a wall. You cannot outrun the healing. And yes, healing is painful, but it's like you either pick to live in pain and be crying every day and feel sorry for yourself, or to go through the pain of healing and eventually coming out on the other side. It's like two choices. You can either stay how you are and keep on being in these short-term relationships that are toxic, and you're dragging your kids through these relationships with you, and you keep having babies. Now you on your fourth baby daddy, and you still haven't found true love because you're afraid to go through the pain of digging back through your childhood. It's painful. Healing is painful. It's not all painful. There's a lot of joy in healing, so don't be afraid, y'all. But it could be painful. You have to come to some crazy realizations. You got to realize some people don't mess with you the way you thought they did, even if it is your own mother, it is your own father. You got to realize a lot of things. You got to realize a lot of things your parents didn't give you. A lot of things your parents weren't capable of giving you, as far as love, time, attention, respect, comfort, safety. A lot of things that you're searching for in somebody else. So it's painful. There's going to be some tears, but there's also tears every day when you be crying that you're single. So go through the pain of healing, y'all, because there is light on the other side. And then you can have a healthy relationship. If you already have children like myself, you can show your kids how to fix mistakes. You can show your kids a healthy relationship. You don't want to drag your kids through relationship to relationship to relationship, and then the cycle continues because you teach your kids how to do it. Show them how to heal. Show them what real love is. I'm so excited to meet my husband, y'all, because I've done the healing work. I'm not saying I'm done or that I'm perfect, but I know I've come